All right, guys, thank you for joining me. My name is Kaitlyn. We are going to go ahead and get started with our 30-minute strength class. A little bit slower than we did last week. We're going to do the moves for 50 seconds instead of 30. Have a small break in between a transition instead of back to back to back to back. Thought we needed to take it down a notch today. So that's what we're going to be doing. We'll do a quick warm up here. Go ahead and play your own music. Mine's out here very quietly, just for copyright reasons. So go ahead and just get those feet moving. Either marching it out here or picking it up for a little jog if you're ready for it. Keep it going. All right, and then we are just going to lunge to the right and then lunge to the left. Give me a little pulse right here. Keeping that chest nice and high. Unless you already warmed up, you're probably not going to get down too low. That's all right. Just work a little bit lower each and every pulse. Give me one more each side. So right and then left. All right, get the blood flowing in this upper body. Just give me a few big arm circles here. You can keep the feet moving if you want, staying still. Switching directions. All right, next we're gonna loosen up the backs of those legs. Just a little kick. Reaching for your toe. Doesn't mean you have to touch it. Little step, step, step in between to alternate. Getting that heart rate up slowly but surely. All right, next go ahead and plant your feet wide of hips. We're going to squat down, pushing our arms back, and then explode up onto the balls of your feet here. Sending heat through that entire body now. Way up on the balls of those feet. All right, last thing here, just give me a couple hip circles. So draw your knee in a circle here, and then switch. That little step, step, step in between. Just trying to get a nice big circle in. All righty. Go ahead and grab your weights for this first move here. You can have your medium or light weights, doesn't matter, either or. So like I said, 50 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, not really rest because it'll be transition. Our first move here, let me preview it first. So you're going to lunge, 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 knee drive. So step it back, driving that knee, we'll switch it halfway. Go. So it is a lunge, knee drive. The weights just add a little bit of extra work. You don't need them. You can drop them if you'd like. Breathing through it. Using these big lower body muscles to get that heart rate up right away. Switch legs. Other leg steps back. Lunge, knee drive. Whew. Trying to aim for 90-90 in these knees. Nice and low. Keep your balance. Gotta brace my belly. Nice. Last few seconds. Come on. All right. If you have a lighter weight, go ahead and grab it. This one is a little bit of a graceful move. So your weight is on this back foot. Front foot is tapped out here on your toe. You're going to do an overhead press and raise that knee. So from the front, knee up to hip height with the overhead press. Really work on pushing your entire weight through that foot on the ground, evenly dispersing it. Go ahead and switch. Working your whole body here. Really bracing that belly. Nice job, guys. Last few seconds. Rest. If you want, you can have one heavy weight at your chest or no weights is fine. Get those feet wide at hips in a sumo squat. Weight at the chest. And we're pulsing it. We're staying nice and low. Time under tension here. Breathing through it. Nice work. Just pulsing. Feeling it already. Whew. Try getting a little lower if you can. You might need to stiffen those feet out to the side, straighten them out to the side, I mean. Now, if you want more, raise one heel, other heel. Oh, yeah. That feels good. 10 seconds, guys. If you want more, both heels are raising. Yes. Bring it up. Okay, again, one more lunge variation. This time, we're lunging forward, raising that front leg. Really brace that belly as you go to raise. You're not rocking too much. You're just shifting the weight back ever so slightly and pointing that toe. Really brace the belly at the top. To hold for a second, switch legs. Other leg, lunge, raise. Nice. Woo, feeling those legs. Keep that chest tall and proud. Last few seconds, one more. Rest. All right, I lied before. We actually have one more lunge variation. This time, you're lunging and raising that glute for a slight kickback, okay? Don't arch your back. It only raises an inch or two. Really squeezing that glute on that back leg. Keeping that chest tall. Don't let it dip like this. It's not a hip hinge. Just a slight glute lift. Switch. Remember, squeeze at the top. Don't kick the ball behind you. Little movement. 10 seconds. Oh yeah. That heart rate is up there. Rest. Shake out those legs quick. Go ahead and grab your heavier weights. We're gonna have a deadlift with an upright row. So your legs are just wide of your hips. You're hinging at the hips. Bringing it up. Row. You'll have a slight bend in your knees. Let's see how the majority of the work here is coming in my hips. That's what you want. Really squeeze those glutes on the way up. This isn't a fast move. Slow and in control. Halfway there. Yes. Another compound movement. Working that entire body. Brace that belly as you do that upright row. Are you breathing? Rest. Put down one of the weights. You only need one right here. Just like a kettlebell swing, but we're gonna do a dumbbell swing. So hold it upright. Feet are wide. Hinging at the hip. Swinging. I only want you to bring the weight right about chest height. And when you come up, squeeze those glutes together. Squeeze. Squeeze. Try not to tilt your pelvis though. We don't want to over squeeze and tilt it. We want to try and stay as upright as we can. Again, slight bend in the knees, but most of this is hips. The swing is coming from exploding those hips forward. Yes. Straight backs here. Last few seconds, guys. Rest. All right, keep that one weight in your hand. So it'll be on your right side. Feet are fairly close together. You're just going to bend, squeeze this oblique, and bring yourself back up. So it's all of this oblique. Really put your mind in that muscle. I did this move last weekend and I felt it for like 4 days. It's a very tiny movement, but if you're doing it right and working that muscle, I guarantee you'll feel it later. All right, switching sides. Hand on the hip, down by the side. When it's on my hip, I can feel it. I'm really flexing it there to draw it up. Nice work. Last couple here. Okay, next move. Only one dumbbell again. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have it on the ground, hips drop down to a squat. We're gonna snatch it up and back down, switching arms. Come on. Make sure your chest is lifted. I can still see where it says Adidas on my shirt here. It's because my hips are dropping down, my chest is staying up. You're gonna have to get really low in that squat. Whew, sweat is starting. How about you guys? Yes. Loving it. Nice work. Rest. We're going to do some tricep work. 50 seconds, so you might need to go a little lighter in weights. What we're going to do is we're going to row, kick back. So that row, my elbows are straight against my body, going right back. And then you're just bending at your elbows to straighten and releasing. When you're at the top here, squeeze, then release. Whew. Slight bend at the hips, bracing that belly. Belly button in towards your spine. Focusing on each individual move here. Yes. Feeling it? Good work. Remember, elbows are straight back. Don't let your form be compromised right here. Rest. Grab one weight. This one might be a little too heavy. We'll try it. So both hands are on the weight. You're in a squat. It touches your right ankle. You slowly swing it to the left and down. I'm going to go down in a weight. So down. Rotate that back leg here and then back. You rotate to protect your knees. Slow and in control with this wood chopper. One more and then switch sides. Shake it and go. Bracing that belly. Now you don't want to swing up here so your back is arched. Keep it nice and strong. Neutral position. Nice work, guys. Okay, rest. Shake it out. Grab your light weights, maybe even none. This one's gonna be pretty challenging. Feet hip distance apart. Right at 90 at your rib cage. You're going out in a Y and back. Brace this belly. If you notice your back's arching at all, or if you feel any pain in your back, let go of the weights. Or grab something super light, like a can of soda. That's what I saw over here. So you're going at a Y towards the corners of the room. A little move, but we're definitely feeling it, huh? Last few seconds. Slow and in control, don't forget. Oh, shake it out. Bend over, twist these weights if that feels good. We're gonna go right onto the next. Keep these light weights. You're starting right down here, straight down. You're bringing your arms up in a circle, meeting at the top, and down. If you go nice and slow, on the way down, you'll feel it in your lats back here. Kind of a more difficult move to get at times with these home workouts. Nice and slow. Don't let the weight take control of you, okay? Yes. Keep it going. Breathing through it, guys. Yes, keep it going. Come on. Keep that belly button tight. Rest. Woo, 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 woo. All right. Again, weight or no weight. This one might be a little hard with weights, but give it a try. You can always drop them. Feet nice and wide, toes pointed out. Get down in a squat, and we're going to jab. So you're rotating the weight from this lateral position to a horizontal. Nice and slow. That core is so strong. Butt down and back. As always, chest is lifted, nice and proud. Breathing, aren't we? Now again, this move is slow and in control, okay? You're not here punching this out. It's slow. If you're a body combatter, you're gonna have to take it down a notch. And speaking of take it down a notch, drop it even lower. Woo-hoo-hoo! Yes. Nice work. Rest. Yeah, that felt good. Okay, keep these weights. We're gonna have an Arnold press. So you're gonna start together. Goalpost arms, press. Belly button pulled in. Thinking about each move. Press, down, close. Not letting those elbows drop. And it's all in the upper body. You're not going like this to press your arms up. You're not bouncing, okay? All upper body strength. About 15 seconds left. Just a couple more here. Feel that pinch between your shoulder blades. Holding these weights up, especially right here. Yeah. Nice work. Let them down. Shake it out. We're going to have a reverse fly here, okay? So we're going to start here. We're going to hit the door. Fly it open. Okay? Keep these elbows bent. They're not straight. You're just opening your palms up. Slight bend at your hips here. Keeping that belly button pulled in. Nice. Ooh, feeling those shoulders, huh? Good upper body burn right here. We've already tired out most of our upper body. We're just finishing it off here. Nice work, guys. 10 seconds, that's it. Breathe in. Squeezing those shoulder blades together. Rest. All right. We're going to come on down to the floor. Go ahead and grab a drink. Shake it off real quick. Ignore that buzzer. We'll be on our own time for right now. Okay. You're going to want your mat nearby and a couple of heavier weights. And that should be it. I'm going to rotate this down just a smidge. Okay. Got our mats. Alrighty. We ready to get going? Okay. How about we just sit here, jog in place, shake it out for a few seconds. We're back on our timer. Roll those shoulders out if you need to. A little stretch. Really felt that upper body burn. We have a couple of push-ups. So we want to shake it out, get that blood flowing. But bring it on down, it's time. Our first move is gonna be a push-up, shoulder tap, okay? So we're here, knees or toes, push-up, shoulder tap, push-up, other side. Remember, knees or toes, no. Every time I get my yoga mat out, the dog thinks it's an open invitation to come on over. Keep it going. Halfway there. If you want a challenge, try one on your toes. Try and keep those hips steady. After you try one, go ahead and drop back down to your knees. You gave it a shot. Keep it going, guys. Last few seconds. Rest. And all right. Come on down to your back here. Heavy weights. You have a chest fly. So weights are straight up. Slight bend in the elbows. And together. Really squeezing those pecs, okay? Don't let your elbows touch the floor. You want to just hover. Pressing that lower back towards the floor. Ten seconds. Squeezing it up. Don't forget to breathe. Exhale on the way up, guys. 2, 1, rest. All right. We are gonna come down to a plank. Again, knees or toes, whichever you prefer. Put a weight on the outside here. You're going to grab with your opposite arm, pull it through. Trying to keep those hips nice and steady. If you're on your knees, it's the same move. The heavier the weight, the more challenging this will be. Trying to keep that back flat, hips square to the ground. Nice work. Don't let up quite yet, though. Last 5 seconds, come on. Drop to your knees if you need to. Rest. Flip it back onto your back. Put those hips up in a glute bridge. And you're walking your feet out, out, in, in. Keeping these hips lifted, okay? Even if you can only take a little baby step and back, that's fine. If you're up for the challenge, take a big step. Don't drop those hips. And back. Really squeezing your glutes, guys. Switching your lead foot. Are your hips still nice and high? Woo. 5 seconds, come on, let's go. Now's not the time to quit. Rest. Next move, you're gonna be right here again. No need to move. We're just going to raise our chest off the ground, or back off the ground, and do a little toe touch here. Waddling side to side, like a little penguin. Make sure you can fit your fist between your chin and your chest. Don't tuck it too much. Really squeezing that belly. Come on. Can you sit it up a little higher? Woo-hoo-hoo. 15 seconds, come on. Ooh, this seems like an eternity. We got this though. Pushing past the discomfort is how we change our bodies. Breathe in. Don't hold your breath here. Let it on down. Whew. All right. Next move, gonna be in the exact same spot. We are just going to, if you want, you can tuck your hands underneath your bum. Just lift your feet off the ground ever so slightly and scissor. You can either cross like this or up and down, whichever you prefer. If you're doing the cross, maybe you raise it up and then lower. Trying to keep your lower back, excuse me, pushed against the floor. If you notice it coming up, raise your legs a little bit. Nice work, guys. Keep it up. Last few seconds. Come on, we got this. Press. Okay, last move here. We're going to be in a plank position, knees or toes again, and you're going to take one arm, bring it forward, sweep it around to your back. So a side view here. Forward, sweep it on back, and replace it, and then switch arms. Knees or toes. Trying to keep those hips as square as you can. Come on, guys, raise that belly. This is the last 10 seconds of our workout. Then we're cooling it down. Nice work. 3, 2, 1. Bring it on down to child's pose if that feels good. Reaching those arms forward. Catch your breath here. When you're ready, come on up. Take this right foot out to the side. Sit on this back foot if you can, and then lean it forward on your elbows. All right, bring that foot forward. Leaning forward ever so slightly. Shift your hips back, stretching out this hamstring. All right, switching sides. Other foot out to the side. Sitting into it. All right, bring that leg forward. Catching your breath, don't forget. Stretch it on back. Did a lot of work in our legs. Want to make sure they're nice and stretched. All right, come to the balls of your feet here. And just hang out. When you're ready, pike your hips straight up, reaching towards the floor. And then just walk your feet out a little bit. Go ahead and put your hands on your shoestrings. Kind of like a little bootstrap here, down and up. Just sinking that booty down, raising it up. All right, bring your upper body up. Guest appearance again, sorry. All right, hands on your knees. Dropping one shoulder at a time. Really pushing those knees out. Again, fold it on forward and just hang out here for a second. Bring it on up with a deep breath. Exhale, sweep that left arm across your chest. Right arm across. And back. Switch. All right, one deep breath in. Exhale, sweep the floor. Inhale. And you are done. Thank you again for joining me for Pin at Home Strength today. Again, my name is Kaitlyn. Check your emails for the schedule coming up next week. Thanks, guys.